The second key to liberation, a conversation about presence. Hey, it's Achim again. First, congratulations. Truly, you're still here, still showing up, still doing the work. That in itself is a rare and remarkable thing. You've stayed the course, and now we've arrived together at the second key to total personal liberation. Presence. Let me say it clearly, this journey is not about climbing to some lonely summit. That old idea that it's lonely at the top, it doesn't apply here. Because when you live in alignment, when you move with intention and authenticity, you're not alone. You're connected, you're awake, and it's a joy to share this space with you. Let's talk about presence. Now, presence isn't a new concept. Most of us have encountered it in books, workshops, or teachings along the way. One of the most profound voices on this subject is Eckhart Tolle. If you haven't explored his work yet, I highly recommend it. His teachings are some of the clearest and most unadulterated expressions of presence I've come across. He speaks truth without filler. That said, many people who are deeply moved by Eckhart's message often ask, but how do I live it? How do I actually step into presence? That's why I'm here. Not to reinvent the concept, but to guide you into the embodiment of it. What we'll explore, what presence really is. Why presence is transformative. How to access it through simple, practical processes. So what is presence? Presence is not just awareness. It's the foundation of your being. It sees without judgment, listens without agenda, and moves without effort. Presence is the state of being fully here, undistracted, unfiltered, and undivided. It doesn't resist what is, it meets life exactly as it is. Whereas the programmed self clings to identity, titles, roles, stories, wins and wounds, presence doesn't attach to any of it. Presence doesn't believe the narrative. It knows you are not your experience, you are the source of experience. In presence, there is no struggle for answers, no chasing, no avoiding, just clarity. Just what is. And in that clarity, things begin to shift. Not because you force them, but because presence itself is transformative. It unravels what's false by simply seeing through it. The common question, how do I become present and how do I stay there? Here's the truth. You don't need to become present, and you don't need to try to stay present. Why? Because presence is already here. Trying to be present is like trying to hold air in your hands. The effort itself creates distance. The more you try to grip it, the more it slips away. Presence isn't a skill you develop. It's a state you notice. And once you notice it, you remember it's always been here. So how do you notice presence? Here are 6 simple steps, not as techniques to master, but as doorways to explore. Let go of effort. Stop trying so hard to get it right. Presence arises in the absence of striving. Pause and notice. Right now, feel the air, listen to the sounds around you, become aware of the space you're in. Just notice. Feel without judgment. Whatever is arising, stress, peace, confusion, let it be here. You don't have to fix or figure it out. Anchor in the moment. Gently bring your attention back to this moment. Not yesterday, not 5 minutes from now, just now. Stay curious. Instead of labeling what you notice, ask, what is this? And allow awareness to deepen naturally. Expand your awareness. Don't narrow your focus. Let your awareness soften and widen. Let it hold everything without resistance. The power of presence. When you enter presence, the internal noise quiets. You stop chasing becoming and start being. You begin to act from a place that is grounded, clear, and aligned. Your decisions become more intentional. Your relationships feel more authentic. Your sense of self becomes less reactive and more real. Presence doesn't disconnect you from life, it reconnects you to it, fully, without the filters of fear, judgment, or story. It allows you to meet life as it is and yourself as you are. Final thought. You are already here. Presence isn't a destination, it's your natural state. So the invitation isn't to try to be present, it's to notice that you already are. Presence has never left you, it simply waits for you to recognize it. Let's keep walking this path together, in presence.